Today's video, we're going to be talking all about what I do when I think that I want to switch planners and how I go through it in a functional sense to make sure it actually works for me before I go all in. Hey everybody, if we haven't met before, my name is Sarah Ryan from ProductiveWorkingMom.com. That's the blog, you can go check it out. And on this YouTube channel for Productive Working Mom, we talk all about different productivity tips, really things that help you balance life, busyness, and just being a working mom. And that working mom, ladies, can include a stay-at-home mom because that is a job in itself. So if that is you, stick around as well. I would love to have you subscribe, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications while you're at it so you never miss a video. I apologize. I have one nail that's not painted and the other ones are on their way out. So if that bothers anybody, I apologize. I am really sorry, but I just didn't even care enough to paint it. Okay. So in today's video, I am going to be talking all about what you should do, or what I do, I guess, when I start to think that I might want to change planners. There's two main types of planners that I like. One is a bullet journal, and the other is a happy planner. When I don't use my bullet journal, I do not just chuck this and get rid of it. When I don't use my happy planner, I do not just chuck this and everything that I bought with it and get rid of it. I'll try to store them in a bin together, and it's almost like a store I can go to instead of trying to buy stuff and waste money again purchasing something else when I have this urge or this feeling like it might be time for me to change my planning system. Do not go out and buy new stuff. There is a reason that you stopped using this planner type. So ask yourself the question, is it not right for a season, or is it just not right for you at all? If you can at all, you want to use what you have until you feel comfortable and solid, like, yeah, I definitely want to switch to this. This makes sense. You've tried it out for a certain amount of time. You're gonna probably end up doing some Frankenplanning. So let's get into this. Let me show you how this works. When you go to do this, if you've ever done this before, I would recommend going and finding those old planners and kind of taking a quick peek through them and just reflect what worked for you and what didn't. Because the last thing that you want to do is start doing all of those things that did not serve you well. So I'll take my old planner and I'm gonna go through this. This was one that I looked at and I was like, oh my gosh, I like that. You know, like I go through here and I'm like, how cute these little pictures are. And this was really important to me because I wasn't on social media as much and I wanted to have actual pictures. So it kind of got me snapping pictures again of my family. I know that sounds odd, but you might find yourself in this place where you're snapping pictures just to post them online and then you stop using certain social media things because that's good and healthy, and all of a sudden you have no pictures. So I wanted to be intentional and make sure I was still taking pictures because I still wanted those memories, and then it was fun to do this. I have some appointments on here, but I don't have like a whole to-do list. And actually, if I look at what these lists are, I think they were actually related to cleaning things specifically. Trying to do things every day related to cleaning. So not all my tasks, but specific tasks related to cleaning. But then like if I go a little bit further, and I remember my priorities were all in here and I had everything in here. So it was cool because it was all on 2 pages, but then I was like, man, I hated writing that tiny all the time. Like it was stressful. But I did like having my goals there. And I really liked the aesthetic and like how pretty it looked. And I also didn't overdo it with the stickers. I put 1, 2, and then these are like appointment stickers. But I think, if I'm remembering right, I made it a point to just really take maybe 1 or 2 stickers in this time period rather than like 100. So I would do like my goals, 1 here, and then just them. And then I would go back in. This one, I bet, I might have put it there because it was the weekend, but a lot of times I would go back in and add some stuff after the fact. Like I would do more of that scrapbooky thing. So reflect and see what worked and what didn't before you start doing the wrong things again that made you unsuccessful, and probably possibly choosing to not do that again. So, okay, so reflect. So what would the next step be? Well, for me, the next step is to actually go to those resources that I had of these old inserts, or if it's a bullet journal or another planner type, grab what you can and try to make it work, and try to get 2 to 4 weeks of something that you can try out. So you're not gonna fully commit to it, but you're gonna try to piece something together that could work for about 2 to 4 weeks to see if this is gonna work for you or not. I ended up finding these blank pages. I think they were from like a journal type notebook actually. Then I was like, oh, I had these blank months as well. So what you'll be able to see here is I was like, this is cute. I literally said that. But it did not go, oops. It did not go with this. Like this page wasn't here. Actually, if you know Happy Planner, this is actually a dashboard insert. So this month, these go together. And then I was like, cool, I'll do that. But I hate it like when things aren't stuck together, and I'm not gonna glue it. That's just, I don't know, for me, a little bit of a waste. So I just grabbed these paper clips and just kind of clip it together as I temporarily Frankenplan. I'm not a huge fan of like overdoing Frankenplanning, but for this, yes. What I did, this was my first week, and I'm gonna also walk through what I'm gonna do for the upcoming week, but you can see how incredibly basic I left this week. I knew it would get me through June, and there's no date, so that was cool. You know, I a lot of times preferred those lines. It didn't have that, but cool. We're just trying this out, trying to see if this is gonna work. This is actually what got me started on it, was I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like drawing a meal plan spread. I just don't have the time. I just want somewhere to write my meals for the week. And so I grabbed this insert and I just wrote them, and I was like, this just took me 2 seconds. I made my grocery list, and that was great. And then the other thing, because I know that I like daily planning, I went and I grabbed some of the daily inserts that I knew I wanted to try. So get all the things that you know you need to be functional and successful. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think one of the things that stops people from using their Happy Planner is being overwhelmed with trying to make it pretty and getting that scrapbooky look and feel. So you really want to give this the best attempt of being functional and successful as possible, because there's a reason why you're trying to switch. And so I want you to think of something like, for me, if I was somebody that before got overwhelmed with stickers and pretty planning or whatever, I cannot have the first thing I start to do when I start to plan be pull out the sticker books and start trying to figure out where to piece the stickers. That's going to deter me. I will do that for like 2 hours, and it might be okay for like that week. That's like the foundation I'm starting on. It's just going to build off of that, and I'm gonna not be successful. So that's why I chose, like I said, to keep this first week very basic and simple. And I grabbed this I Love the Weekend sticker. I knew I was singing on a Sunday, so I put that there. I knew I had music practice there, so I grabbed a sticker. And then some other things that I knew I had going on. I kept it super basic, and I decided to add the detail to the daily planner sheets that I have. And these daily inserts are, to me, one of the biggest benefits if you want your Happy Planner to be functional for you. When you keep this simple, you can come back in and add memories and notes and use this like a scrapbook at the end. I don't know why we feel like we have to like go over the top like the week in. I find it much better to put the relevant information there and just leaving room to kind of pretty it up with, you know, precious memories after the fact. So that's what I choose to do. That's what I'm going to do. So let's do it. So today I'm going to actually be using this friction pen, which is erasable, which is great. So let's start out by just, like I said, I'm going to take this basic sheet and I'm going to just add some dates to it. So next step, this is when I would start to add at a very basic level my appointments. So let me grab a sticker book. A sticker book. I was looking for another one that I knew had holidays in it. I really like these rong, is that how you say it? Going places ones, and there's one with holidays, but I couldn't find it. And honestly, again, this should just be very stress-free. So that is what today is going to be. And I am just going to use what I have here. 4th of July is very red, white, and blue. And I saw this had something on the cover that had red, white, and blue, so I thought that would be a pretty safe bet. First things first, I am gonna kind of grab some stickers to put in the appointments that I know. I know my daughter is having a dentist appointment in the morning, so I'm just gonna throw a sticker in here and write that on Thursday the 1st. Picnic at Grandma's. Dentist appointment, picnic, 4th of July we knew was happening, so I'm just gonna write 4th of July. Cool. Knowing that it's the 4th, I'm gonna just probably cuten it up a little bit. I mean, I probably will have some memories and things to put in there, so maybe I shouldn't. Again, you can always come back in and add this stuff later on afterwards. That's what I'm gonna do. Keep it simple, like I said, and sometimes I just like to look in here really quick, and in that bottom left hand, if I see a cute saying or something like that that might be inspirational or something like that, I might do that. And I like this one here. It's red and it says choose happy, so it'll go well. And I'm just gonna actually throw that right up here. Actually, maybe I'll put over notes, because what I am going to do is probably throw some goals here. And I'm just gonna make this one here that says keep on exploring. I'll throw it in the bottom left here. And that's it. She's done. All done for now. But again, I keep this really basic and really simple. I did not go and buy a new sticker book. I did not go buy any new inserts. I did not go buy anything new. Nothing new. I hope you heard that. Nothing new. I might write some other stuff in here. Something that I was thinking about when I was thinking about switching was adding tasks in here maybe for cleaning, like you had seen before, to try to get a little bit more on track with my cleaning habits, but we'll see. The other thing, like I mentioned before, was the meal planning, and you saw this in here from the last week. So I am actually going to do that, since that was successful from the last week and really like the reason why I started doing this again. I'm gonna go grab another menu meal planning strip. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and actually add the weather and then the meals that we picked this week. The next thing I wanted to touch on is the daily inserts that are extremely functional for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those now. I think I showed these in another video and my favorite planner supplies. I want to talk about these really quick and why they're so great. You can use any kind of daily inserts, but this is really my why for why I wanted to try to switch back to Happy Planner. Other than this thing, the second major thing ended up being this. So what I'm going to do is, again, not buying anything new. If you can see anything on this thing is like binged around and used, but it says today on it and it's gonna function. And I like it because it's sort of clear. So this one's a great one. It has a spot that says today, has a spot for priorities, today's date, some reminders and some blank stuff, and also a section for self-care. And I love this because it's just ready to go pretty much. The only thing that's not in here is times, but honestly, I kind of like that, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to start with tomorrow's plan. I look really quick here, and I have nothing going on right now, or at least that I know of. So I'm just going to start with a general schedule. I filled out all the meetings here. I filled out the date. I put dinner on here. So I will take this and I will use the front for Monday. Then I'll use another one, a front for Tuesday. And I have Tuesday here. I'll do another front for Wednesday and I'll have Wednesday here. And then when it gets to the second half of the week, I start to actually grab the ones I already did the front and I use the back. So this will be Thursday most likely. I'll grab another back for Friday, another back for Saturday, and I might grab a new one for Sunday, but honestly, Sunday is the day I try to rest the most. And because of that, I end up usually just using 3 of these daily insert pages. Again, I'm gonna try this for 2 to 4 weeks, see how it's working. I'm already on my second week. I'll do it at least 1 more week, maybe 1 more after that, but I do have, just to double check, 1 more plain week here. So I'll probably try it 1 more week. And if this is successful, if I'm 3 or 4 weeks in, I'm like, yeah, this is working for me. That's to me the time that I can say, yeah, it's time maybe to buy another happy planner. That purchase makes sense. It doesn't make sense to do that until you know you're gonna use it. And if you have anything old or around that you can kind of do this scenario with, whether it's in Happy Planner or a bullet journal or whatever kind of planning system you use, try to do that. See if it's gonna work for you. Make sure it's functional for you. If your planner is not functional for you, if it's not helping you be more productive, then it's counterproductive and it's not working for you. So find a system that serves you better. And honestly, paper planning is not for everybody. If a digital system works for you, then use that. I use a combination of digital and paper because I find that works best for me, but figure out what works for you and what works for you in the season of life that you're in. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you out. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them below. I will try to get back to them, especially if you have any ideas of videos or things that you want to see on this channel. Please do that below. I would love to help you guys out if I can in any way. And if you like this video and the content, hit the thumbs up button and share it with others and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. That's it. I hope that this helps you be a little bit more productive, help you balance life, busyness, and being a working mom. Thanks. Bye.